Hey guys, just a weekly check-in video here, but I have to say this week that I'm talking about now has probably been my best week to date, just as far as like personal records and just accomplishment and even for distance. But yeah, so I did 3 different runs last week. First run, I did a race on Wednesday, and that was a 5 kilometer race. And in this, I actually broke the sub 20 for the first time. So, happy days. I got a chip time of 1952. I think a race time of 1953. But look, the chip time is what counts anyway. That's when you go over the start line. But yeah, so look, I tried my best. I did have it in my head to go out at like 4 minute kilometers, and I kept it in around that. But it was actually when I was enjoying this run, and I ended up like running beside a guy, and this guy was absolutely unbelievable motivation. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have done it on this day. But he just kept me motivated the whole way, and he just told me to stay with him, and he just kept on egging me on. If he noticed me kind of dying off, he was like, no, don't die off me now, stay with me. We're over halfway, and we're 800 meters to go, 400 meters to go, and he pushed me the whole way. And then coming up into the last 150, then he was like, you're going to get a sub 20, bust it out, give it everything you have. So I just sprinted as fast as I could, everything I had left in my body, and I ended up crossing the line in 1952. So I was absolutely over the moon, and it just really solidified the sub 20 in my brain. And now I know it's not an obstacle for me now. It's like that mental barrier, can I do this, or that's gone now. And obviously I'm recording this at the end of the week, so I already know what I've done for the next weekly check-in, or at least half it anyway. And all I can say is that run that I'm talking about really opened up a run this week. I did another 5k, but I'll leave that for another video. But I got a really good time in that. But yeah, so I did my 5k race and I got the sub 20. I did a Parkrun then in a very hilly location. I think it's actually meant to be known as one of the toughest kind of parkruns in this side of the country anyway. But the first kilometer, or about a kilometer and a half, is downhill, and then after that then you just have a long slow slog up a kind of like uphill that just keeps on going, and you never see the end of it. But yeah, look, for this I came out with a parkrun time of 20:42, I believe. And this was it's a PB parkrun for me, because your race time and your parkrun time can be different, because with the parkrun, like for me, I know I always go out on an empty stomach, and for a race in the evening, like 6-7 o'clock in the evening, you have like 3 or 4 meals in you, you're more time to prepare, and you're not exactly groggy getting up out of bed for a parkrun. But yeah, so I got a PB at this location, and look, it was a very good run. My first 2 kilometers I think were 3:56 and then 3:56, or if not just in or around that anyway. I did die off because of the hills though, so I ended up doing like 4:15s, 4:20, and something similar for the last kilometer. I'll share up the link here now, but you'll see I died off. But look, I still came out with that good time, so I'm very happy. And yeah, so aside from that then, the next day I just said, right, I'm tired of basically burning all my energy and slowing off for the 3rd, 4th and 5th kilometer. So I said, right, I'm going to start doing a long run. So I went out and I did 16.5k, and look, it was a very, very good run. I just kept it nice and slow. I think it was an average of 5:43 pace, or in or around that. But I just kept it nice and handy, and just kept slogging away. Made sure to keep my form good, my breathing good, upright posture, and just really just tried to land correctly on my feet and stuff, But it was a really good long run. It was actually the longest I've ever ran. I have done 10 mile before, which is 16.1, but this was 16.5. I wanted to just say I've done my longest run ever. But I came out with that with no injuries, and that's the main thing. I was able to slog it away, keep it at a decent pace, I tried to just keep it at that conversational type of zone, and just where I wasn't breathing too heavy. But yeah, look, that's my aim now is to do that at least one every 2 weeks. So, like, as you know, with my plan, I have my park run every week. I'm gonna do my intervals after my kickboxing session every week, and on a Sunday then it'll either be a long run or it'll be maybe a race if I've signed up for another race type of thing. But definitely every second week I'm going to aim to do the 16 kilometers, and look, whatever I can get I will, but I certainly think that's going to help my engine. And with how the running is after going in the next video you'll see, I think that long run's after really benefiting me, you know. I don't want to give too much away, but I'm after doing another good 5k. But yeah, so on top of that then, look, I did my kickboxing as usual of a Tuesday. Just a good session, nothing really to report on that. I did go for 2 separate hikes. I went for a woods walk at one stage, and that was, I think it was 3.7 kilometers, I think. Just nice and relaxed, just been out in nature, you know. There was a bit of elevation gain in it, you know, but this is just low activity cardio, just going for a walk, just basically enjoying myself. But look, it's still cardio. Then after my long run, the 16.5k, I actually went and I climbed the mountain. I think that was 2.5k or 2.9k, but it was tough now, you know. But I don't know, I get a really good feeling just being out in nature, being out in the wild, and just standing on top of a mountain looking out over just majestic views. Like, you really can't beat it, you know. And it's all extra cardio, isn't it, you know. Your heart rate is up and your legs are working, and you know, it all adds to the overall package, you know. So overall, absolutely amazing week, guys. I got 2 PRs, Parkrun PR and a 5k PR, and I'm really after setting my confidence up now for the coming weeks, you know. I have it in my head now, right? I know I can do sub 20, I know I can do 4 minutes per kilometer, a little bit less, you know. And it's really after doing a little switch in my head now. And look, now that I've passed that, I'm going on to the next goal now, guys. I'm going for a sub 19, or I'm hunting for it anyway. And look, I know it's going to be a long time getting it, but I'll get it. I feel like I will. But yeah, I have a few videos set to upload here now, but I definitely need to make a few videos about the races I was doing early in this week, because I'm after doing a good one, lads. But yeah, look, that's it for today's check-in video anyway. I hope you liked the video, and if you could like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it, guys. Until next time.